It is the last unexplored territory in the world.
Espiritu is Sala, the mother of all caves.
Trust me, you're gonna love this.
What could possibly go wrong diving in caves?
In researching cave diving, it says that cave diving is the most dangerous sport you can do.
It's true.
Sign me up. I'm ready to go, right? Really?
It's true. It's true. It's the great thing is, you know, we're making a movie. It's you know, you can do it kind of for real, but you have all the safety things in place, so it's a nice, easy ride.
I know this is based on a true experience on producer Andrew White's cave dive experience. How much did he tell you about that?
And the story is inspired by his experience back in the 80s, where these group of cave divers were all trapped, 15 of them, for 4 days. And so, yeah, I mean, he walked us through the fear that just comes with that territory and thinking truly that it's going to be your last moment.
It was
quite a visceral experience for you.
Yeah, it was a good resource to have
Yeah.
on set because he is that guy. He's the guy who takes these expeditions down, you know, kilometres into the earth and does that stuff.
That's what we wanted to do, was to bring this world to people that would never normally go there and show them something they've never seen before.
Well, I mean, and I'm still feeling it.
Listen. What the hell was that?
This is inspired by an event that you went through, but to see whether or not Alistair was the right guy, you took him on a cave dive? Who does that?
Well, you know,
Really?
That's a good question. I'd ask the same thing.
Really? It says on the internet it's the most dangerous sport.
as we say, there are no accidents, so it's actually quite safe, just fatalities.
I think it was a test. I think they were like, okay, if he's going to commit to this, he can work for me, and I survived. And
I think
made the picture.
honestly, you know, if you're gonna broker the experience to the actors who are not required to go in the cave, as director to be the captain of that team, it's an experience you needed to have.
When you were going through the shooting of this film, did it bring back any anxiety from that event?
Not so much that anxiety about making the film, but you know, I continue to do it. It's not like I got trapped and then said, "Hey, never going cave diving." You know, it's been a big part of my life. So I love the process of the film because it was, you know, we're back in a cave.
Yeah.
It was interesting for the actors because they had to all learn to dive, and not only dive but cave dive, because we essentially just built a cave, you know, at the studio and flooded it. So you know, it's a tricky, dangerous environment to work in.
Dad, the cave is flooded! You think? You'll find another way out! We're heading back down!
I can't do this. I'm not a diver.
You can do this because you have to do this!
I think the toughest part was coming to do all the diving sequences at the end of the movie. We'd already shot for 2 months, and then the last month of the movie we were submerged then in underwater for 4 weeks at night as well. But although it was grueling and physical, it was incredibly serene, and I think that's what attracts these guys to the caves. As dangerous as it is, believe it or not, they think it's the most relaxing thing in the world to be underwater in perfect silence, and the clarity of the water. You know, it's as if they were in space. They describe it as being in space.
What was, you know, the hardest part of all the things that you guys had to do in this film?
It was all pretty hard. It was never pleasant. Each day there was something new to confound you and to drive you insane, and that would hurt. But I suppose there were a couple of real moments that shone for me in the middle of this. One of them was when I had to my character has to do a full face exchange, which is a sort of technical diving eventuality that nobody ever wants to face. That's kind of ill-advised. And so doing that was always a thing that I was looking at in the schedule and thinking, you know, I've really got to get on top of that thing and get on top of the fear that attends it. It was genuinely scary to shoot.
And did he tell you that they had experiences where you would have to, like, literally be breathing air pockets like that? Because, dude, I mean...
They do that. Yeah. That has been done.
Yeah.
And it's a way of actually surviving.
It is a way of surviving, yeah.
I mean, and the physics of that, the nature of how that all works, when you put your head back, water just wants to flood your nose and your every, you know, part of your head. So it's this you just want to cough and you want to be able to suck in air, and it throws out all natural reflexes.
I
of
would
the body.
think. I would think.
At the end of the day, there's great action sequences in this film, and it's visually stunning. But what you're left with is real characters and real character journeys.
Never give up. No matter what happens, you never, ever give up.